Alejandro Nicholas Mayorkas, born November 24, 1959, is an American lawyer and former government official. Born in Cuba, he grew up in California and graduated from the University of California, Berkeley as well as Loyola Law School, Los Angeles. During the Bill Clinton administration, Mayorkas served as U.S. Attorney for the Central District of California. During the Obama administration, he served in the Department of Homeland Security, first as Director of U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, 2009-13, and then as Deputy Secretary, 2013-14. In 2016, he became a partner in the law firm of Wilmer, Cutler, Pickering, Hale and Dorr, a Washington, D.C. law firm. On November 23, 2020, President-elect Joe Biden announced that he has nominated Mayorkas to serve as Secretary of Homeland Security in his cabinet. Alejandro Nicholas Mayorkas IV was born in Havana, Cuba, on November 24, 1959. 5. His parents arrived with him and his sister to the United States in 1960 as refugees, following the Cuban Revolution. He lived in Miami, Florida, before his family moved to Los Angeles, California, where he was raised for the remainder of his youth. 6. His father was a Cuban Jew of Sephardic background and his mother a Romanian Jew whose family escaped the Holocaust and fled to Cuba in the 1947-89, where his father owned and operated a steel wool factory. 6. Mayorkas earned his Bachelor of Arts degree with distinction from the University of California, Berkeley, in 1981. He received his Juris Doctor from Loyola Law School in Los Angeles in 1985. 10. After 3 years as a litigation associate in the private practice of law, Mayorkas became an Assistant United States Attorney in the Central District of California in 1989. He prosecuted a wide array of federal crimes, developing a specialization in the prosecution of white-collar crime. His prosecutions included the successful prosecution of Operation Polar Cap, then the largest money laundering case in the nation, the conviction at trial of Heidi Fleiss on charges of federal conspiracy, tax fraud, and money laundering charges, the successful prosecutions of 2 largest telemarketing fraud operations that preyed on the elderly, and the successful prosecution of a healthcare fraud and insurance fraud conspiracy. 10. Mayorkas served as the coordinator of the Southern California Telemarketing Fraud Task Force, overseeing the coordination of federal, state, and local law enforcement and regulatory agencies to most aggressively combat telemarketing fraud throughout the Central District of California. 10. From 1996 to 1998, Mayorkas served as chief of the office's General Crimes Section, overseeing the training and trial work of all new Assistant United States Attorneys in the Criminal Division. He received numerous awards from federal law enforcement agencies, including from FBI Director Louis Freeh for the successful prosecution of Operation Polar Cap. 10. In 1998, Mayorkas was recommended by Senator Dianne Feinstein and appointed by President Bill Clinton as the United States Attorney for the Central District of California, becoming the country's youngest United States Attorney. 1110. Mayorkas oversaw the prosecution of high-profile criminal cases, including the prosecution of the Mexican Mafia and death penalty proceedings, the prosecution of Buford O. Furrow Jr. for the murder of a federal postal worker and the hate-motivated shooting of children in a community center, the prosecution of Litton Industries for the payment of bribes abroad, and the takedown of the violent 18th Street Gang using RICO statutes. 10. In late 2000, Mayorkas was one of many California officials who participated in efforts to obtain executive clemency for narcotics trafficker Carlos Viñales Jr., the son of a wealthy Los Angeles businessman. On his last day in office in January 2001, Clinton commuted Viñales' 15-year prison sentence, a controversial decision. 1213. As the U.S. Attorney, Mayorkas created the Civil Rights Section to prosecute hate crimes and other acts of intolerance and discrimination more effectively, and served as Vice Chair of the Attorney General's Advisory Subcommittee on Civil Rights and as a member of the Subcommittee on Ethics in Government. He received numerous law enforcement and community awards, including the U.S. Postal Inspection Service's highest award for the successful prosecution of Buford O. Furrow Jr. 14. In September 2001, Mayorkas joined the international law firm of O'Melveny & Myers LLP as a litigation partner, representing Fortune 100 and other companies in high-profile and sensitive investigations and trial court cases. He advised boards of directors and top executives, covering a wide array of industries including telecommunications, healthcare, consumer safety, aerospace, and media. He was a member of the firm's Governing Policy Committee, chair of the firm's Values Awards Committee, chair of the Warren Christopher Scholarship Committee, and a recipient of the firm's Values Award. 15. In 2008, the National Law Journal named Mayorkas one of the 50 most influential minority lawyers in America. 16.